Hi Leo, and welcome to your Love Tarot forecast. This is for June 1st through June 15th, 2019. I'm going to start your reading off by pulling a few cards here to see overall energy for these first 2 weeks of June in regards to love and romance for all Leos. Okay, so we have tears, it hurts. And we have tribe, members of the same soul collective. So Leo, with these two cards coming out, a few different messages just depending on your current situation, whether you're single, committed, or separated from somebody. What I see here is those of you who are in like committed relationships, you guys are struggling with something this first 2 weeks. It could be within the relationship or it could be like external, but one of you is really struggling emotionally. And on the other side of this, we have your tribe. So I see like a lot of love and support. So for those of you who are committed, I'm going to read this more as there's something going on, you know, in your lives or in one of your lives that's painful, it's hurtful, and, you know, the other person in this relationship is being very supportive, very loving, very comforting, because you guys are soulmates and you're feeling each other. And, you know, if this is you, Leo, where you're being the supportive one, you really feel your partner's pain and vice versa, okay? Those of you who are, let's see, it's almost like single and then like separated, or like almost a very similar message here. Those of you who are single, I feel like you're of two thoughts. It's like you're either really missing somebody that you feel like is the one or that you were highly compatible with, or you're feeling really kind of lonely, like, spirit, when am I going to meet the one? When am I going to find somebody who's compatible for me? When am I going to align to my soulmate? So singles, it looks like you're really focused on that. There could be somebody coming in, turning this all around. We'll pull more cards to see. But I definitely see the longing and the desire for singles to either finally align with somebody or realign with somebody they felt was the one. Now, those of you who are separated from somebody, these first 2 weeks of June, Leo, some of you guys are really just hurting over this separation, disconnection, or the person you're separated from could be hurting as much, or both of you are, okay? Because you guys are soulmates. You're part of the same soul tribe. Whether that means you're back romantically ever after or not is beside the point. You're part of the same soul collective, so you feel each other. There's a deeper bond and connection between you, so it hurts. You know, you still feel them as though they're in your life. You know, it's like 6 months could pass, but to your heart, you'd love them as much as ever before. So, I feel both of you are in this space right here, okay? Really missing each other. So let's pull some more cards, Leo, and see how this energy is going to play out and see if it's going to turn around or what is going on. All right, so we have Two of Emotions, chemistry, connection, romance. We have the Law of Attraction. So, yeah, you guys are really, like, drawn to each other, those of you who are separated. Feminine Flame coming out. And Ten of Emotions, happiness, togetherness, tribe. Look at that. You got tribe twice here. So listen, Leo, those of you committed, I really stand firmly in the fact that I don't feel like what's wrong is between the two of you. Like, you guys are fighting or there's disagreements. I don't feel like that's going on at all. any sort of sadness that's existing is something happening outside of the relationship that really impacts one or both of you emotionally. It could have a lot to do with family, okay? But man, it's like it's such beautiful support here between the two of you, all right? And with the feminine flame coming out, to me, based on this reading, I feel like that's the energy that's probably being the supportive, caring, nurturing one. And the masculine would be the one who's really going through the emotions, feeling affected by something that's happening, high likely within within his family. Okay. Now, when I say feminine flame, it could represent a female. Okay, but it could also represent a male who is very much in tune, in touch with his feminine energy, his yin energy. So, definitely lots of love and support, Leo, in a committed relationship, okay? And I feel like whatever's happened here, by the end of this first 2 weeks of June, it's gonna, like, things are gonna resolve, and it's gonna be easier, and it's not gonna feel so heavy as it does right now, for your partner, or for you, if this is where you're the one that's feeling really impacted by things outside the relationship. Your partner is so there for you, and things are going to change and turn around. And I feel like in the family unit itself, peace and love and joy will be restored. So don't get too emotionally caught up and involved. You know, and I know that's hard when we're worried about people or just crazy things are happening, but I really feel, based on this, like it's all going to be okay. It's going to work out. And you know, if it's you supporting your partner, just really give them a lot of love and support. And if it's you who's in the struggle, let your partner know that you really need them to be there for you, okay? So for those of you who are separated, yes, we are both missing each other equally. And I'm going to say that because of these two cards, and then the two of emotion that comes out. So you both are struggling with your distance, your disconnection, not being together. This right here tells me that there's some imbalance energetically between the two of you, and that's why you're not aligning right now. It could be in you, it could be in them, it could be a combination of both of you, but we're separated from each other because there's an imbalance of energy between us. The law of attraction, like attracts like, and if the vibrations are too mismatched, you cannot come together regardless of the soul bond and connection, all right? So those of you who are separated, this has something to do with like consciousness expansion, soul evolution, working on life lessons. Maybe there's some karmic energy that needs to be resolved on one side. So those of you who are separated, it's for purpose. It's one of you is really growing and evolving. Perhaps both of you are. Now, those of you who are single, this looks really good. Listen, single Leos, to me, this is Spirit's confirmation that there is somebody for you, okay? And it's really all about like vibration and alignment. So my suggestion here is, if you find yourself a lot in this energy of feeling sad, feeling down, feeling lonely, really start distracting yourself away from that. Sometimes, you know, if I'm feeling sad or feeling down, instead of indulging that like I used to, I'll say, all right, Spirit, I'm really hurting right now. You know, please keep me focused. Please keep me strong as I move through this emotion. And it's actually really working well for me. And I'm not indulging any of that, you know, just when something rocks you to your core and it's hard to not think about it. It's hard to not play it over in your head. But that doesn't do us any good. It keeps us stuck in this energy right here. And that energy prevents you from connecting to others emotionally, okay? As crazy as that might sound, I can attest to it. Like, when you are really hurt, when you are really lonely, when you're just wrapped up in that vibration of I'm single, I'm alone, nobody loves me, nobody wants me, this is how my life's going to be forever and ever till the end of time. Like, you're creating an energy around yourself, a barricade kind of, and nobody can really get in and or past that energy. And so Spirit's saying, you know what, instead of focusing here, come down into this, the chemistry, the connection, the romance that you truly desire in your life. Pull that to yourself, and the feminine flame, the yin energy. Do some energy work on your sacral chakra. You know, maybe get some Reiki. There's free meditations on YouTube, but some of you, this sacral is really distorted and out of balance because you've been in this vibration of loneliness, rejection, broken heart, you know, just whatever has happened to you that put you in that space. You've been in that vibration for quite some time, that it's like a predominant energy that you're like putting out there. So, you know, come to this, think about this, what you truly want, believe that it can happen for you, because I'm telling you, with this, Spirit saying it's energy, it's all energy, and balance that sacral, and boom, there's your mate, there's your match, tribe, and 10 of emotions, happiness, togetherness, tribe coming together. So let's pull some more cards here. Okay, so we have Dream Rendezvous. We have Angel Guide. We have a heartfelt message or gesture. And we have passionate intimacy. You know what, Leo? Just with these cards that have now come out, I feel like some of you who are in committed relationship, this deep sadness is the like passing of somebody, and I'm not saying they're about to pass in these 2 weeks. It's already happened, okay? It's like you're dealing with the emotional reaction from what's happened previously with these tears here. So for some of you, with Angel Guide, yeah, and all this family energy, I feel some of you, this was like a loss of a loved one, and it really impacted one of you hard. And so with the angels coming in, that tells me one of you really needs a lot of love and support to help move through the different emotions of the loss of somebody that you really love who is, you know, transitioned. I do see that here for sure. And the angels are with you guys, okay? And also with that, whoever passed, I feel is coming in, heartfelt message or gesture, is leaving synchronicities, the fragrances, like they're around, you know, trying to bring some comfort and some easing to the broken heart of their passing. So wow, yeah, some of you, I see what that is about now. Okay, so for others of you where that does not apply whatsoever, who are committed, listen, whatever has happened, it's like it's going to get better, I promise you, by the end of these 2 weeks, because the angels are with you guys. And heartfelt message or gesture, to me, that's like some sort of opportunity coming in, the shifting of energy. Or Leo, that could be where if it's your partner who is hurting and sad, like you do something really special for them and that just like turns it around for them, or they do something really special for you and that just kind of turns that heavier energy around for you, okay? So again, those who are coupled up, all about love and support, but also now coming in as angels and, you know, like a lot of love being projected, a lot of healing being projected, and also those with the passed on loved one, I feel they're coming through in dreams, like trying to bring messages and healing and comfort and like saying goodbyes and all of that stuff. Okay, so if you guys have had any sort of inclination that that's going on, here's your confirmation of that. And I hope that does bring you a lot of comfort to your heart, because man, I see so much pain in this reading, but it's not between Leo and Leo's love. It's something that's happened, and now it's like the two of you are holding each other, trying to get through this. And, you know, it only will bring you closer. And 2 weeks from now, the energy is definitely gonna like lighten quite a bit. Now, those of you who are separated, you may have some contact these first 2 weeks of June, okay? You guys are definitely dreaming about each other, but with dream rendezvous, this card is like your higher selves are meeting in like the dream space and communicating on that level. And with the angels and heartfelt message or gesture, you guys are definitely in the esoteric realm, communicating, saying all the things that you can't seem to communicate in the physical through the avatars, all right? And there's a deep chemistry that still exists physically, but also soul-wise, okay? Because this is passionate intimacy. This isn't just like, oh, I crave you physically. This is like coming together in a physically intimate sense, where it's mind, body, heart, and soul, like across the board, a total connection. And I feel that neither of you have ever experienced that type of intimacy with anybody else, okay? So you both are very much feeling that. But again, there's some sort of growth taking place if we're not together. And there's Angel here guiding both of you, all right? But we might have some conversation and some communication, those of you who are separated. Now, those of you who are completely single, I really feel the message that I gave about, you know, the energy and all that. Those of you who resonated, you like your spirit guides are coming in really strong. You're having a lot of dreams about things, and pay attention to that. Like, they're really trying to lead you to the direction you need to go, to the one that you belong with, where you will have this passionate intimacy that you desire, that's more than just physical. It goes so deep, okay? You might also have a new offer coming in, okay, with this right here. So just keep that in mind. So let's pull a few more cards, Leo. Okay, so we have Ace of Twin Flames coming out. Yeah, this is another energy of this, the passionate intimacy. It's coming out again. So to me, since these are very similar in meaning, these two cards, this is both of you experience your connection like this, and you have been unable to find that in other people. Okay, those of you who are single, yeah, I'm telling you, get your mind right about romance, because whew, there is something hot trying to come in, and it could be in these first 2 weeks of June. I'm just letting you know, like, it's there. It's just a matter of like aligning to it vibrationally. Those of you who are committed, again, I'm seeing like the same thing, just this beautiful love connection between two people. And whatever you guys are going through, it's like there's nobody else in this world but each other that could see the other through it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, this, you guys are twin flames to me. I'm sorry. Like, those of you who are committed and are going through this, like, you are twin flames. And this time next, like this exact time next year, you guys are going to be so far from whatever this is that hurt one or both of you. And your love and your roots are just so much deeper and stronger. I'm kind of sad that you guys are going through any sort of struggle, because I know it's not with each other. It's not. But the love, like, I don't know, maybe one of you just has a hard time being vulnerable And through this process, it's allowing all of that to, like, all the barrier to come down and have to fully rely on the partner and the relationship, and that just really like solidifies that bond. Now we have this action karmic energy coming out under the angel. You know what? Yep, this tells me those of you who are separated, there's things that have got to be worked out, and you have a spirit guide overseeing it on both sides. You do not have to worry. What's meant to be will come back together, but there's work that's being done right now that cannot be done together, and that's why we are separate. Those of you who are single, this could be your reluctance to shift your mind, and your spirit guides are really like working on you with that, and you're seeing signs and you're seeing synchronicities about this. Pay attention to those. That's your spirit guides really trying to help you shift perception, to shift your vibration, to bring some beautiful romance into your world, okay? And now we have 6 of karmic energy right here, and this is where we have mistaken somebody as twin flame, and they're not twin flame. This is coming out under heartfelt message or gesture. So listen, those of you who are separated, this could be the communication that we're having is where this other person is saying to you, Leo, listen, you know, if they left you for somebody or they were with somebody else, you know, and it has nothing to do with your relationship ending, it's like they're saying to you, man, I was so wrong about that. Like, I've loved you all along, and I want to be with you, or like trying to get back into your world somehow, some way, because they realize where they were was not what they wanted, even if they thought it was everything they wanted. And since this is general, Leo, this could go the other way, where maybe, you know, you left somebody to be with somebody else, and now you're kind of in a place of, yee, why did I do that? Or, you know, your relationship could have ended just on its own, and then you got into this other relationship and you thought it was great, and now you find yourself missing, you know, a specific person. The person that's coming through in this reading, this is for those of you who are separated, okay? There's, with this 6 of karmic energy, it's like somebody thought the grass was greener on the other side, for whatever that meant, and they're learning that it's not, and that's part of like some karmic energy being worked through and resolved. So again, even though there may be remorse and regret for the choices made, it's okay, because that karmic energy had to be resolved. It had to be. And either they are now coming to the end of that, or you are coming to the end of that, and we might have some conversation about it here, okay? An attempt to at least start talking again. Those of you who are single, what I feel is you got stuck here because you really thought a specific person was the one you were supposed to be with, and you're coming to the realization that that was not the one for you. And I don't know, I just feel like it kind of maybe left you feeling bitter, or just really hurt, cheated by the universe, you know, just not in a good space about it. And now Spirit's saying, listen, you've grown and you've become wise, and you've changed in ways that you don't even realize through that whole experience. And I want to rise your vibration. I want to pull you out of these tears. I want to bring you into this place of joy and happiness, where you do have chemistry, connection, and romance, and you have an angel seeing you through this, Leo. Oh yeah, look at that. We have the independent feminine coming out under this passionate intimacy. You singles out there, I'm telling you, man, get that mind right, because there is somebody awesome that Spirit is trying to bring into your world. Maybe even be coming in these 2 weeks, okay? They have their crap together. They know what they want out of life. I feel like you guys are just going to really click. You're going to have chemistry, connection right off the bat because we got these 2 tribe cards here, okay? Those of you who are separated, I feel on one side of the reading, it was to somebody had to get very independent and strong on their own. And on the other side of the reading, again, there was like some karmic energy that had to be resolved. So Leo, where do you fall? Did you need to become more independent and strong on your own? Or have you been working through a karmic issues, karmic energy, or in a karmic relationship since this person and you separated? You know, which side do you fall? Because those are the lessons that I'm seeing, why we had to be separated. Somebody has to get more independent while somebody has to resolve some karma, a karmic relationship. Okay, and for those of you who are together and committed, like I said, I feel by the end of this first 2 weeks of June, the tears are gonna, start turning to smiles, and healing is beginning, and just there's a lot of love and support in this connection, and you guys are gonna be very strong on the other side of it. I just feel, I don't know, like, let's see. Okay, so we have mysterious, and we have in my heart, yes. So separated, listen, you both are still feeling each other, okay? There's just work that's being done. We might have some conversation these first 2 weeks, okay? But you guys are like kind of a mystery to each other at this point, like what's going on in their world or what's going on in their world, like both of you just aren't really quite sure. But what I do know is you both are still in each other's hearts. You see that? This like heart theme going on, heartfelt message or gesture. So yes, Leo, those of you who are separated, the bond is still there. The love is still there. It's just you both are working on some different things that don't pertain to each other on your life journeys, okay? And I don't feel like this is the end of this relationship forever after. It's just like you guys are doing your work right now, and there may be some communication these first 2 weeks of June. Those of you who are single, listen, there is somebody trying to come in, and I feel like it's a third time's a charm. Like you may have had 2 relationships that really burnt you, and this third relationship, this is like the one, like you're going to be with this person for a while, and that's why you had to be single for a while, some of you. And it's really about shifting down into the energy of love, chemistry, connection, romance, all of those things, remembering what it feels like falling in love, like you're falling in love with an actual person, because it's all about energy. And when you are all up in those vibes all the time, there's no force in this universe that can stop the love from returning to you. So those singles out there, you're not going to be single for long, okay? You're shifting, and you have an angel guide really trying to help you with that process, okay? So those are your messages, Leo. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.